Right now, the Dane County Sheriff's Office looks to get guns off the streets, what they're taking and what you can get in return. Plus, the investigation into Wisconsin's 2020 election comes to a sudden end. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos fires former Supreme Court Justice Michael Gableman. And later, explosive video on the interstate today after a truck crashes near Highway 51 and catches fire. You're watching News 3 now at 6. Trading guns for gift cards is how the Dane County Sheriff's Office is hoping to get unwanted firearms out of our community. Earlier today, Tahlil Mohadeen joined officers still setting up for tomorrow's buyback at the Alliant Energy Center, but she joins us now with more on those plans.
Putting together the final pieces in their layout.
We'll have them lined up at the back door.
Officers from the Dane County Sheriff's Office are gearing up for their first ever gun buyback program.
They will pull up to the table and we'll unload the firearms from their car, and then they will wait until the firearms are inspected.
Sheriff Calvin Barrett says the program's goal is to get unwanted guns out of the community, hoping their no questions asked policy will be enough of a motivator.
But it starts with trust.
But buyback critics say programs like this don't work. And according to a study conducted by the National Bureau of Economic Research, there is no evidence to suggest gun buybacks reduce crime.
Guns that are going to get turned in at this gun buyback program are not the people that are shooting across parks at each other. They're the people that simply don't know what to do with their guns.
Detective Anthony Hamilton is currently running for Dane County Sheriff, so he's Barrett's political opponent. He says that money, $50,000 funded by the county, would be better spent elsewhere.
A violent criminal warrant roundup where people have known propensities for violence and they have warrants for their arrest, or a roundup of all the stolen vehicles that are out there.
Still, Barrett says while those roundups have worked, they're just one part of the puzzle, and so is the buyback, which is why he says it's being done with community outreach to target high-risk groups.
And that may take a time or two for those guns that we really want, those individuals that are in possession of those, to really see and say, the sheriff really didn't ask any questions. And we're willing to take that risk, and we're willing to take and invest in that.
Officials from the Sheriff's Office say they will only be training functional firearms, and those should remain in a case or car trunk. The event will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow, and depending on the weapon, gift cards will range from $250 to $10 for gas or groceries.
Tahlil, thank you. After more than a year and more than $1 million spent, the Gableman election investigation is over. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos firing the former state Supreme Court justice today. That's after Gableman endorsed Vos's primary opponent, Adam Steen. Previously, Vos said he would consider firing Gableman next week, but in a statement today said fellow Republicans had reached out to him asking for him to fire Gableman. Vos had been critical of Gableman, a former Supreme Court justice, for weighing in on politics. UW-Madison political expert Mike Wagner says it makes sense to see Vos take this step.
It's not terribly surprising that it happened, given the obvious public break between Speaker Vos and former Justice Gableman in the last few days. The timing is a little interesting. It waits until after, of course, the primary election, where Speaker Vos narrowly won his Republican primary against the Gableman and former President Trump endorsed opponent.
Wagner says Vos's leadership is not in question after this move, saying Vos has been reliable in advancing Republican legislation. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Eric, we had a few showers earlier here at the station. Only 3/100ths of an inch of rain fell, but now the skies are actually clearing just a little bit. We've got a few breaks in the clouds. You can see a visible cloud track, though. There's still plenty of clouds to go around, and that's held our temperatures down quite a bit. But the showers have really started to diminish just over the last couple of hours. We're watching up to the north, some showers and thunderstorms starting to develop in northern Wisconsin. For the next batch, it'll move down later on tonight. But right now, I think much of the evening should be dry as the showers continue to head southward into eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois. 6-hour future track radar shows pretty much quiet weather across southern Wisconsin. Again, those showers and thunderstorms up to the north may affect areas north and east of Madison, probably beyond midnight. Current temperatures are pretty cool. 66 right now in Madison, 68 in Janesville. Only far southeastern Wisconsin seeing temperatures in the 70s. Here in Dane County, Sauk City only at 59 degrees right now. 61 in Cottage Grove and 63 degrees to the south in Belleville. Otherwise, look for mostly cloudy skies this evening. Outside chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. Temperatures dropping to the lower 60s by late evening, and those temperatures holding nearly steady overnight. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include drier weather as we head through the weekend.
Gary, thank you. A Madison teen facing multiple felony charges after a string of school bomb threats allegedly used cryptocurrency to pay others to make the threats. 17-year-old Joseph Garrison allegedly admitted that he used Bitcoin to pay for bomb threats at Bell Phillips Memorial High School during the week of February 28th through March 4th. Analysis of Garrison's digital wallet found multiple payments made shortly before the threats were made. According to police, Garrison made arrangements because he was bored and did not want to be at school. Madison police still working to identify a second suspect in a sexual assault that happened on State Street last month, and today they released these photos of that suspect. Officers are asking for your help in identifying this man. Police say the victim was waiting for a ride share when he and 22-year-old Ivan Smart, who has been arrested, groped the woman. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. It's area code 608-266-6014. And police are also asking for your help identifying this man, a surveillance photo from an East Side apartment building where this man was seen pulling multiple envelopes out of a mail slot. Building management saying that several rent checks were stolen. If you know who this is or saw him on North Thompson Drive last week, you're asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Again, that number 608-266-6014. The man accused of stabbing and killing a teenager and injuring 4 others in Wisconsin's Apple River made an appearance in court today. Nikolai Mayu of Prior Lake, Minnesota, being held on a $1 million bond. A 52-year-old facing a single count of first-degree homicide, 4 counts of attempted first-degree homicide. According to court documents, Mayu told authorities he was looking for a missing cell phone and was approached by a crowd who accused him of being a child molester. Mayu said he was fighting in self-defense, but eyewitnesses say Mayu instigated the situation by hitting a woman in the group. Meanwhile, in Milwaukee, loved ones are grieving after a mother of 7 was shot and killed while riding her bike home. According to a coworker, Iris Young stopped and encountered 2 people arguing and a young woman waving around a gun. Not long after, she says that same gun went off, striking Iris. Milwaukee police say a 23-year-old woman and 36-year-old man were taken into custody and a gun was recovered. Both left the area after the shooting without helping Iris.
She did not deserve that bullet in her head. Her kids do not deserve to lose their mother.
Police say charges are being referred to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. Iris, one of 139 people killed in Milwaukee now so far this year. And prosecutors are charging a Waiawega man with killing a woman and her boyfriend some 30 years ago. 52-year-old Tony Haas faces 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide in connection with the stabbing deaths of Tana Togstead and Timothy Mumbrew back in March of 1992. Now, according to the criminal complaint, Togstead's father was involved in a snowmobile accident in 1977 that left Haas's father dead. Haas told detectives on the night the couple died he got drunk and started thinking about the snowmobile accident. That's when he went to their home and stabbed the couple to death. Now to a traffic alert for Sun Prairie drivers. You may need to take a detour for several weeks while a road on the city's north side is shut down. According to Sun Prairie's Public Works Department, Bird Street will be closed between Stonehaven Drive and Egger Road to accommodate work on the Heyday private development project. Drivers should plan to take Egger Road to County Road N and onto Stonehaven Drive for that detour. City officials said the closure is expected to last roughly 8 weeks. To the latest on the coronavirus now, the FDA now recommending people take 3 at-home tests to confirm negative COVID-19 results. The agency issued new safety guidelines for COVID-19 antigen tests. It said a negative COVID test should be followed by another one. The FDA says if the second test is also negative, but you still have concerns about the result, then take a 3rd test 48 hours later. The agency added at that point, you can also consider getting molecular-based tests through a lab or calling your healthcare provider. More than a quarter of children hospitalized with COVID-19 have lingering symptoms for months. A new study today in the journal Pediatrics looked at 358 children affected by COVID-19 and a rare but dangerous complication of COVID-19 known as MISC. Researchers found nearly 30% of those kids are still showing symptoms at least 2 months later. The most common symptoms were fatigue and shortness of breath. Americans reeling from sky-high prices got some good news this week. The government's latest inflation report showed prices came down for airline tickets, down nearly 8% in July. According to the travel site Hopper, right now round-trip domestic tickets for September and October will cost travelers on average $238. Now that is down roughly 37% from May, but prices are expected to top $300 by November and rise steadily as people book for the holidays.
Though prices have fallen from the peak earlier this summer, well over $400, they are still relatively high. Prices will probably drop a little bit between now and the middle of October. You will want to book your holiday travel by that 2nd week of October.
Hopper expects holiday fares to stay below that peak we saw in May, but still are likely to be higher than what you paid to go home for the holidays back in 2019. Best bets for finding a deal: shop early and shop around. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, a local aerospace company getting a big financial boost. Learn more about the multi-million-dollar contract and the jobs created, and how the newly acquired money is helping with our exploration into space and here on Earth.
Throwback sale happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off Special Buy appliances, plus 5 years special financing and guaranteed delivery in 5 days on all in-stock appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality denim brands at affordable prices every day. Right now, get even greater denim deals for the entire family during our summer jean sale. Like men's Rustler jeans, just $14.99. Rewards members save an extra buck. $10 off women's Levi's classic jeans. And kids' silver bootcut denim, just $19.99. Plus, buy 3 Cooper tires, get 1 free, and get up to $70 in rebates on select Coopers.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked 3rd shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Wisconsin save big on throwback sale happening now at Ashley. Save up to 58% off doorbusters while they last, plus special financing for 5 years. Shop now to see our lowest prices in store at Ashley.
Let's go.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Scary scene on the interstate near Highway 51 today. That pickup truck caught fire and exploded, as you saw. Dane County Dispatch got a call before 11 this morning of a smoking vehicle that had just hit the median. The truck caught fire and exploded roughly 10 minutes later. Emergency crews cleared the scene shortly after noon. No word on if anyone was injured. Meanwhile, in Middleton, Senator Tammy Baldwin taking a tour of Sierra Space. The company works on aerospace projects for the government and commercial customers. Right now, Sierra Space is co-investing with the Air Force Research Laboratory to work on the development of new rocket engines. The company was recently awarded a more than $20 million contract for the continued development of the engine. Senator Baldwin secured the funding through the fiscal year 2021 appropriations bill.
But the engineering and the innovation that's going on here holds such promise for the future.
This new contract provides research and development and test facilities for the rocket and its components. Work will be done in Baraboo and has resulted in more than 100 new jobs there. It's expected to be complete by the end of 2024. Still ahead, a local home brewing club and nonprofit here in Madison looks to give you a taste of multiple brews across the Midwest. Plus, fall sports are almost here, and preventing injuries will be top of everyone's mind. How a new test could change how concussions are diagnosed. And a bit of a gloomy start to the weekend. Gary's back with a look at the rest of your forecast. Stay with us.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale, and to celebrate, we're stacking the deals. Buy any sofa or sectional and get 20% off your second purchase. Get another 20% off both items. Plus, we are still offering great special financing at Slumberland Furniture.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk so they can actually see how this works. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes. No prescriptions, use and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
Yeah.
you would,
I
your
mean,
morning routine.
It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. Apply it underneath your eyes, fine line wrinkles, forehead lines. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's Slumberland's anniversary mattress sale, and we've got great deals and specials on mattresses. Like a free bedding bundle with select mattress purchases of $5.99 or more. That's 2 free pillows, a sheet set, comforter, and 2 pillowcases. Free. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Craft beer enthusiasts will head to Olin Park this weekend for the annual Great Taste of the Midwest. 200 breweries and brew pubs will be at the event. There'll be live music and food vendors there, but unless you're one of the 10,000 people that have already purchased a $70 ticket, well, you'll just have to imagine the festivities. The event sold out back in May.
We were half capacity last year with kind of recovering from the pandemic, but we're really excited to be back full strength and welcoming our friends back home.
Now, even if you missed out on Great Taste tickets, you'll still be able to find many opportunities to sample some special beers at pop-ups all around Madison this evening. You can check out the locations at greattaste.org/greattasteeve. So is the weather going to cooperate for us this weekend? Let's head back to Gary for a complete look at your forecast.
Well, I think the threat for rain is diminishing, at least for this evening. We'll probably see another round of showers or perhaps a thunderstorm later on tonight. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. The better chances of showers are going to be north and east of Madison, probably after midnight. Again, there could be a thunderstorm there. The rain chances diminish through Madison and areas to the south and west. Tomorrow, look for high temperatures in the upper 70s. There'll be a few more breaks in the clouds and lesser chances for rain, although we still can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. And then as we head into next week, we'll see mainly dry conditions with high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, at least for the first half of the week. As we look at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, you know, earlier we were showing you temperatures that were above normal every day in the next 10 days. Well, this is one where they're below normal. Not by much. The average high temperature, 81, dropping to 80 by the middle of August. But you can see those high temperatures between about 75 and 80 degrees. So really comfortable for this time of year. I don't think anybody is going to really complain. The showers that we had earlier really have been diminishing as they continue to push to the south into eastern Iowa and parts of northwestern Illinois. Upstream, we're watching some showers and thunderstorms starting to develop across northwestern Wisconsin, back into the Arrowhead of Minnesota and parts of upper Michigan. That area of precipitation will probably expand a little bit later on tonight and then start dropping southeastward. So the better chances for rain overnight will stay north and east of Madison. Again, southwestern Wisconsin probably seeing lesser chances for rain, and that shows up in the future track precipitation estimates. Perhaps some areas picking up over an inch of rain in northeastern Wisconsin, where there could be a couple of rounds of thunderstorms, whereas the rain chances really diminish south and west of Madison. So probably around a 1/10 of an inch of rain most areas, unless you do get a heavier thunderstorm. On weather track, notice the absence of clouds in the central part of the country. That's the heat that continues to expand there, but we're now seeing an upper level wind flow from the northwest, and that's allowing some cooler Canadian air to drop in. That's keeping our temperatures in the 70s, and of course the cloud cover brings our temperatures down another big notch. That's why we're in the 60s for much of the day today. But you can see the showers, again, diminishing as they push into northern Illinois. The next batch upstream will kind of follow right along the jet stream and into parts of eastern Wisconsin. To our west, there's a warm front, but this cold front is moving eastward faster than the warm front. Warm air being lighter, the cold air pushes the warm air aloft, and so the cold front will reach us before the warm front, keeping our temperatures in the 70s for tomorrow, and then dropping us a few degrees as we head into Sunday. Right now, temperatures in the 60s underneath the cloud cover here. Notice on the other side of that warm front, 70s, 80s, even some 90s across parts of Nebraska and Kansas, where the dew point temperatures are in the 70s as far north as western Minnesota. but our dew points a little bit less. That's why a lot of the showers are evaporating before they reach the ground. Showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm, mainly northeast of Madison overnight. Temperatures about where they are now in the lower 60s. High temperature tomorrow, 79 degrees with variably cloudy skies and just a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Future track. The evening should mainly stay dry. Lots of clouds, but you can see the better chances for showers and storms, mainly favoring areas north and east of Madison, say from Columbus and Beaver Dam and Johnson Creek north and east of there. The farther south and west you go, can't rule out a shower or thunderstorm, but most areas will probably stay dry. Some breaks in the clouds tomorrow, allowing temperatures to get into the upper 70s, with those rainfall amounts mainly favoring areas north and east of Madison. Southwestern Wisconsin, little or no rain expected. 7 to 10 day forecast, the dry weather from Sunday through Wednesday, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Second half of next week, there'll be some shower and thunderstorm chances, probably the best chance on Friday. The other days, maybe about a 1 in 3 chance of rain, so most of the time it'll be dry.
Gary, thank you. For every parent who has a child in sports, their biggest fear, of course, is injury, especially a head injury. But now there's a new test that could change the way athletes and everyone diagnoses concussions. Ren Clayton visited the Minneapolis doctor who invented it to learn more.
The start of the football season brings the return of that important topic, concussions. There's a new test approved by the FDA in December that could change the game. Its creator from here in Minneapolis.
There's a camera here, and it's looking at his eyes, and his eyes are about to watch a music video.
Dr. Uzma Samadani has been working on the eye box for 10 years. It's the first approved minimally invasive concussion diagnostic, doing what no other test can.
And he can follow my finger, but I'm not going to be able to detect really subtle differences between the right eye and the left eye just by looking at him.
When John Johnston came in, his scans showed nothing wrong.
Everything looks very, very normal.
But this test showing his eyes moving out of sync proved otherwise.
When a normal person watches the video, their eyes are moving together in the horizontal plane, whereas his eyes are not.
This takes some of the uncertainty out of it, and that's a huge factor, I think.
Theoretically, this test could be used on a football sideline now with a medical professional. But soon, a consumer-friendly version might change in-game concussion protocols in a big way.
So you imagine that maybe, 10, 15, 20 years, that technology you have could be a mobile concussion test on a phone, perhaps?
Much less than 10, 15 years. So probably 1 or 2 years.
The Badgers are halfway through their trip to France, hoping to pick up another win against an international opponent. We have more on Wisconsin's outing in Lyon coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopko Optical.
Why do dermatologists choose Dove?
The Dove Beauty Bar is gentle, not only cleans, hydrates my skin.
As a dermatologist, I want what's best for our skin.
With 1/4 moisturizing cream, Dove is the #1 bar dermatologists use at home.
Is this the new phone? Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer. Any brand? With any size? I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them? I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Revitalize your basement or garage with Rust-Oleum Concrete Epoxy Floor Paint. Now 11% off at Menards. One coat is all it takes to get a durable, long-lasting epoxy flooring that's protected against spills. Take care of your automotive needs with Quaker State Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It offers more power, better wear protection, and longer engine life. Get 11% off Quaker State and everything else now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Fuel Frenzy Weekend this Friday through Sunday at HyVee. Get a 5-cent fuel saver on fresh ground chuck, a 5-cent fuel saver on Lay's potato chips, an 8-cent fuel saver on Baskin & Bushel blueberries, an 8-cent fuel saver on 7-Up or Canada Dry 6-packs when you buy 4. a 5-cent fuel saver on Entenmann's Little Bites, and get a 20-cent fuel saver on Mia Italian Take and Bake pizzas. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend this Friday through Sunday at HyVee.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. It's back to school time. Prep your student for success with a comprehensive eye exam.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
The Wisconsin men's basketball team as they quite literally roll into the second city on their 10-day tour. The Badgers took to the streets of Lyon in style, just scooting their way around. Then they followed up night number 1 with a tour of the city, making stops at the Basilica of Notre Dame and the Teatro Gallo Romano. Then it was time for game 2 for Wisconsin, playing in their first of 2 games in Lyon. The Badgers are now 2-0 on their trip to France, beating the Lyon Towers 80-68. Tyler Wall led the way with 12 points. Wisconsin dominated from distance, knocking down 13 threes. The Badgers have one more game in Lyon before their final contest in Nice. Game 3 of this trip is set for tomorrow. 2 weeks from today, Badger Volleyball officially opens up the 2022 season, and while the countdown is set for that first match, there's one in particular that the team has their eye on. Friday, September 16th. That night, the Badgers will take the court at the Kohl Center for the first time in almost 25 years. The team hopes they can pack the arena for the marquee matchup against the Florida Gators, and it might just be a short trip down the road, but getting to play in a venue such as the Kohl Center means a lot to the squad.
It's exciting. Like, sometimes we'll go in there for basketball games. Just like, imagine if we had this kind of atmosphere. So we do love the field house though. So I'm happy it's not every single game because you can't beat the field house. It's legendary, but I'm excited.
Honestly, I've been doing a lot of advertising myself. Like, we went to a karaoke place the other day, and every time after a song, I'd be like, "Come feel the cold. Like, we're playing Florida. Like, we need you guys. Break a record." So, you know, I'm really excited.
Well, as fate might have it, the last team Green Bay faces the first one they're going to take on. The Packers opened the preseason on the road against the 49ers, and as expected, several starters will not be playing tonight, which means Jordan Love is under center. Throughout training camp, Matt LaFleur has talked about Love's progress, so a lot of eyes will be on the young QB tonight, and some things to ease his nerves. Love is actually getting the whole starting O-line.
The offensive line is going to play, all right? So those 5 guys that you've seen line up, for the most part with the first group, they're going to play. And, you know, it'll be, I would say, veteran select that will not play.
Jerry Kelly and Steve Stricker both competing this weekend in the Boeing Classic. Here's a look at the leaderboard during round 1. Kelly is currently tied for 16th at 1 under overall. Stricker tied for 30th and is even par.
I didn't know Florida had a volleyball team. They have a volleyball? I'm
yes,
just
they
She went to Florida.
Yes, they do.
We love to give her a hard time about the Florida Gators. Will they be able to handle that crowd, though? That's going to be pretty intense.
That's going to be the question, but I think that they can. I mean, it'll be really exciting. I can only imagine how loud it'll be.
Yeah, they won't be able to handle it. Those Gators won't be able to handle it.
Hey.
But final check of the forecast, Gary.
Oh boy, you're not going to get on my case for the clouds out here. Well, okay, plenty of clouds out there. At least it stopped raining. Okay, give me that. There's the live view from the QV Radio Skycam in Platteville. Most of the showers are heading to our south, and the evening will mainly stay dry. Our next round of rain will be overnight.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening, and we will be back here tonight at 10.